Dear students, today I am going to tell you where you should use to and where you shouldn't. There are so many verbs which refuse to accept to. You must have a sound knowledge of such verbs. They are called where infinitives. Some people call zero infinitives as well. I will tell you one by one. Point number one. After ordinary verb let, never use to. Let is a peculiar verb, ordinary verb that disallows to. For example, let me go, not let me to go. Let them sit, not let them to sit. If you use to after let, your sentence is wrong. You are committing a Himalayan blunder. So never write to after let. Next point. There are certain verbs which do not allow to after them. We will have to understand them minutely and seriously too. They are make, see, hear, feel, watch, notice, etc. Examples for you. I hear him cry. Never write I hear him to cry. I will commit a mistake. I felt the earth move. Never write I felt the earth to move. I watched the train start, not to start. So you must be very careful while using all these words. I saw him go, not I saw him going or I saw him to go. Only write I saw him go. Be sure. My third point is, and very important point, you must keep in your mind. After then, never use no. It is worse to weep than laugh. Do not write than to laugh. It will be a blunder. It is better to write than read. Never write to read. That will be wrong. So after then you mustn't use to before the verb. Next point is after modals. After modals, you mustn't use to. I can go, not I can to go. She must read, not she must to read. I have already mentioned you what are modal verbs. Never use to after them, but two verbs are there which accept to. They are ought to and used to. They are fond of to. But the rest modals refuse to accept to. So never write to after modals. Can, may, might, should, shall, will, all these are modals. My fifth point is never write to after I had better, would rather, had rather. For example, I had better go. Never write I had better to go. She would rather die. Don't write she would rather to die. That will be wrong. Than beg. She would rather die than beg. Understand? She prefers death to beg. That I mean. So never use to after these three phrases. Had better, would rather, had rather. My next point is point number 6. After but and except, never use to. I do everything except a steal, not except to a steal. I do nothing but sing, not to sing. In competitive exams, there will be to before sing, so that you may detect the error. Be sure. So you must be very careful that after to and except, never use to. My next point is after as dot dot as, after so dot dot as, never use to. For example, to say is not so easy as do. This is very important. If you put to before do, it will be wrong. Yes, he is not as sorry. To tell truth is as good as to act morally, not to act morally. They do this thing as good as do other things. So when there is as dot dot as and so dot dot as, never use to after them. Yes, to do is so difficult as to do is so difficult as do nothing. You see, to if you put before do, it will be wrong. Last point, why and why not? Do not allow to after the verb. Why not think again and again? That is right. But if you write why not to think again and again. That is wrong. Why shout so loudly? Never write why to shout so loudly. That will be wrong. So we must be very careful that all these verbs never allow to after them, and if we allow, we will commit a mistake. I'm sure we will be very careful while using all these points of view. Thank you so much.